What is going on YouTube? Chrono here and welcome back to another PSO2 video. So it's that time of the week again, our usual maintenance video. Let's go ahead and just jump directly into this because there's not a whole lot to cover this week, but a few things there are to cover actually are pretty cool. But anyway, I'll see you guys over on the site. So to kick things off, as we usually do, we're over on the official NGS site. In case you're ever wondering where we gather this information from, how we cover it, so on and so forth, you can always jump over to this and get a hold of this info before the video even comes out. So there's not a lot, like I said, there's not a lot to cover this week overall. But I'm kind of like biased because this is a pretty cool scratch and I like it personally. But we've got the AC Scratch Snug style. Not so sure about the name, but this is got a pretty cool rappy outfit, and there's a male and female version of this outfit. Thank God. So that's me so sad if they only did one version of this outfit. Coats of course are for both, outfits for both, and then this is the cast parts for the female and cast parts for the male. I mean, they look kind of basic, but honestly these cast parts are pretty dope. I'm glad there's some cast parts being added in, because I know there are my cast friends out there that consistently complain about not getting enough cast parts. But moving on from fashion, we have got also adding in, well, I guess this isn't really moving on from fashion, but kind of part of fashion. They've also added in the 3 winners of the Random Release Collaboration NGS video submission contest. So we've got a couple of things that are added in from them, specifically the sigil landing is actually pretty cool. Self-maintenance is pretty goated, in my opinion, for cast players. Probably the premium like hangout emote to use, because it's like looking like you're working on yourself, which I think is pretty dope. And then the motion dash wheel. I'm glad they picked something like this, because there are tons and tons of players that make really cool transforming casts or transforming characters based on motions, and since they can add stuff like this in, who knows what more they might add in the future. I mean, not to say they haven't done beforehand. There are things like the sled that people used, and I want to say the other one that was used a lot was the helicopter. Moving on, we've got the ARC's record for Cannonball. So this is the solo one. This starts up tomorrow, so it doesn't start today. It looks like this starts up tomorrow. I guess they're leaving this in line with how it's supposed to be, regardless of everything that's going on. Another thing to mention is that the weekly reset actually has not gone through yet. So weekly reset isn't until tomorrow. They did maintenance today, however, weekly reset is still on time. So in case you missed your weeklies, you have time still. Technically, you have even more time. So people tend to do their weeklies on Tuesday sometimes. You've got even more time. There won't be any maintenance, so you can go ahead and run through, get your weeklies done. Not have to worry too much about the server shutting down on you. However, after Tuesday night or going into Wednesday morning, that will be a weekly reset, so make sure you get that taken care of. But either way, we have got the ARC's Cannonball Strike Solo for ARC's records. So if this is something that you've grinded out, wanted to do, this is your chance to go and see how high of a score you can get and get a hold of those extra badges. Just chopping over to the event scheduler, we've got premium PSO2 day that's going on currently right now. That'll continue into, I believe, the end of this week. I'm sorry, the end of tomorrow is what I meant to say. Let's see. Yeah, 7 p.m. It'll continue into tomorrow evening, basically, is what I was trying to say, but couldn't find the words apparently. We also have the AC and SG shop deals. Now these deals are actually not the worst if you're someone who's looking to catch up or push your gear up. This is pretty nice, primarily for SG expenditure. However, like, also it's SG expenditure. Honestly, I'm glad it's SG, right? If these were AC packs, I'd feel a little bit of a different way about this, but these are SG packs, which I feel like is totally fine. However, these are Gigasmite 3s. Like, these are 3s. If these were 4s, definitely would say, yo, these are absolutely worth it. I would drop my SG on that. That's fine, because that saves you tons and tons of Meseta. Granted, if you don't have the Meseta, you might not have the SG. It just depends on where you're at in life. But pretty solid overall. This I don't feel like is worth it at all. I mean, this might just be for the anniversary exchange ticket, but like, this doesn't feel like worth it at all. Salon Pass, yep, okay, that's not the right button. Salon Pass, there's tons of these available. I mean, extended storage, you really don't ever need extended storage, I guess. Maybe there's some people that might need extended storage, but like, I can't really find a reason why you would get this. And then material storage, realistically, like, the two of these together, I would just spend the 720 on material storage. That usually alleviates your storage issues for the most part. So Plus, extended storage isn't something you want to keep up with. At least I don't personally. You basically be buying it for the experience earned 24 hours plus 50% times 2. And even then, I don't think it's worth it. So to each is their own. If it's something you want to go for, that's totally fine. But to me, I don't feel like this is worth adding the slightest. Let me just talk about how to get bonus items. You can get some of these different items here for the actual ticket, if that's really what you're after. These items to me aren't that enticing to go after either. And then there's a quick little feature change being added in: the addition of the featured AC item recycled function and recycle specific changes. Basically, you have the ability to trade in a featured item as a recyclable item in case you can't sell it on the shop. So let's say you pull and you're not premium. I don't know why you'd be pulling and you're not premium, but some people do. But you pull, you're not premium, you can't sell the item, it doesn't sell, you can't drop it below 500k and you feel like it's not worth 500k, you can always turn the item into either recycle badges. It looks like it can be turned into experience earned for 15 minutes plus 50% times 2. I mean, yikes. Why wouldn't you just make this 1 for 30 minutes, but whatever. I guess making it less means that you can farm in bursts, right? Like you're not bound to that 30-minute timer, so that's somewhat better. And then rare drop rate plus 10% times 2. Honestly, this is like kind of an issue of our own making as players. Unfortunately, this is people crying out for SEGA to have a part in the market, and it horrifically backfired. Essentially, people wanting to make sure that the items they pull for in AC scratches are actually worth money when they go up to sell them. Reality speaking, some items just are not worth that amount of money. So now we have items that are going for under 500k. We can't post them under 500k, but all we can get for them are these badges, so on and so forth. So it's up to the individual how you guys decide to perceive this. I think it's kind of meh, but at the same time, at least it's better than nothing now. Beforehand, we just had dead items sometimes where they weren't worth 500k, but people didn't, like, no one bought them and you couldn't do anything with them. Like, I know some people, they just threw them out because it was taking up space in their inventory and there was nothing they can do with them. So hopefully this should help out that a little bit. I mean, the end recycle badges aren't bad. I would have liked to see this be 5, honestly, not 2. Primarily because end recycle badges have an average price of about 80 to 100k. If the featured item is forced to be about 500k, I feel like that is definitely worth it at that point in time. But again, to each is their own. And then to wrap things up, we have the NGS headline announced. So we've known this headline's been announced for quite some time, but it's finally posted. Let's see if there's anything interesting to gather from the details on this headline. So just skimming through it really quick here. Doesn't look like there's anything too crazy going on. We can see the name of the update, which either they've already announced and I just totally missed it, or they're announcing it right now, the Hellfire Vanguard. It'll be in December. We know that it's either going to be, we're looking at December 6th to 7th, or we're looking at December 13th. I'm in the goal of people being it's going to be 6th, just because that's when the tickets end, and I highly doubt they're going to have the tickets show up and then, like, have a week of nothing you can do until the update comes out. They would have probably pushed the tickets out a little bit further if that were the case. So that, and there's no way in heck they're coming out before the actual event, or there's no way it's coming out beforehand. So that's pretty much what it is. We basically have a week after this this headline to the next major update, which is very exciting. I'm actually super excited to see this. So this is also at 4 a.m. PST, meaning it's an hour earlier for me. Oh man, that's gonna suck, but it is what it is. That's all I've got for you guys today. If you have any questions, feel free to toss them in the comments below. Let me know what you guys are excited for coming up in the headline. I mean, it's kind of weird to say, but like, for the first time, I'm excited for story specifically, because we're finally finding out what the heck is going on with Alpha. We don't know what's going on with this planet, so that's super cool. I'm really excited to find out what is actually, I mean, either are my tinfoil hat theories correct? Are they wrong? Is this all crap? At least I'll finally have an answer to it by the end of the day. That, and unironically want the SG scratch that has this dude's outfit, because honestly, I will probably drop all my SG on getting it. It is super, super dope. I mean, I'll probably rock the, where is it? Let me see if I can find it. I'll probably rock the comfy scratch for a little while. This base wear is actually really, really cool once you customize it. But as soon as we hit Stia, and I can get this dude's outfit, I'm all for it, man. All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys go here. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say in the comments below. Like if you enjoyed the video, subscribe if you want to keep up with more. and I'll see you next time. Take care. Peace out.